Chapter 35. Hospital. "Can you help my sister?" I asked Selina Auntie. I thrust out money into her hand. "We can pay." "Of course I'll help." Selina Auntie took the money. "And I'll keep this safe for you." "I'm not coming," Arul muttered. "Your choice." Selina Auntie took Ruku's limp body from Arul. "We don't force anyone to live here." Inside, Selina Auntie laid Ruku down on a sofa and motioned for me to set Muthu down on another. "I have to call a doctor. They need to go to a hospital." "Promise you won't lock my sister away?" The old fear surged inside me again. I'd never do that. Selina Auntie spoke to a doctor on the phone and waited with me until she came. The doctor took your temperature and listened to your chest. You didn't shrink from her gentle touch and kind voice. She examined Muthu next, but I only had eyes for you. Dr. Sumitra asked me lots of questions. Did you use mosquito nets? Did you boil the water before you drank it? What medication did you try to give her? How much? How long has her brow felt so hot? As best I could, I answered those questions. When I asked the only question that mattered to me, "Will my sister be okay?" Dr. Sumitra didn't reply. She left to join Selina Auntie in the next room, where they spoke in hushed tones. I strained my ears but couldn't catch what they were saying. In that room where you were lying, a cross hung on the wall above the sofa, like the one we'd seen in church. Looking at Yesu on the cross, I said the prayer Arul had taught me. I said every prayer Amma had sung that I could remember. I prayed silently, words echoing in my head louder than anything I'd spoken. "Wherever you are," I begged, "whoever you are, please let Ruku get better." It must have only been a few minutes later that men came and carried you and Muthu into an ambulance. Selina Auntie and I got in. You were both in such a stupor that neither the flashing lights nor the sirens seemed to upset you. The men carried the two of you into a hospital. Silent as a shadow, I followed Selina Auntie while she talked to people and filled out forms, and the men wheeled you both out of sight. A strangely familiar scent rose from the floor. After all those days of having my nose filled with the sense of rubbish, it took me time to recognize the burning scent of the acrid liquid Amma used to clean our bathroom every once in a while. Selina Auntie tried to explain. "Dr. Sumitra thinks they may have dengue fever. It's carried by mosquitoes. They'll get better, right?" "I hope so, Viji. Most people do, but..." Her eyes got shiny like she was about to cry. She clutched my hand until a nurse came and led us through the hospital to peek into the overcrowded ward where you were. You and Muthu lay in beds near one each other. You were each hooked up to a contraption that dripped medicine and food and water into your veins, Selina Auntie explained. "They'll be well looked after," she promised. She didn't promise you'd get better. I wanted to stay with you, but Selina Auntie insisted the best thing I could do was try to get some sleep and make sure I didn't fall ill too. Back at the home, she asked questions about us. "We'd always looked out for each other," I said. I told her how you earned money with your beadwork, how well you could work with your hands, how most of our teachers, and even Amma, thought you couldn't do much of anything. At that, she frowned. "Too often we expect too little," she said. Ruku was more careful about what she ate than where we were. "She never waded through trash like we did," I said. "It's not fair she fell ill." "Life isn't fair," Selina Auntie sighed. "There are too many children like you without a home, and children shouldn't have to work. I'm just glad I can help you a little now. Thank you for trusting me, Viji." If only I trusted Selina Auntie sooner, you and Muthu might have been playing in the sunshine, celebrating the end of the rainy season, instead of lying on hospital beds. That night, Selena Auntie asked if I wanted to call anyone on the phone or write anyone a letter. I wrote to Amma, but I didn't tell Selena Auntie who I was writing to. I let Amma know we were in the city with good friends. I asked her if she was all right, said I would earn and send her money. I didn't tell her how sick you were. I didn't want to believe it.